When they first told us that the village was going to flood, it was rather devastating news, because it means that everything you worked for you're going to lose. Most people, when they buy a property or a house or develop something, expect to see it mature and grow in money, whereas for the people of the village of Fairbourne, everything they bought, they're going to watch it demise in money and end up being worthless.
So we look at the cost, the monetary cost of maintaining the level of protection that we have at the moment. And obviously, as time goes forward and that risk increases with the climate change happening, the sea levels rising, the storms increasing in severity, it means that we would need to add an extra level of protection continuously in order to maintain the level of risk as it is at the moment. As time goes forward, that becomes much more expensive to do, and there will be a tipping point, when we're looking at the cost benefit, where the cost of maintaining the level of risk as it is at the moment becomes higher than the cost of what is protected by the defences that are there. At about 2054, we're looking at a point where quite possibly it isn't sustainable to defend Fairbourne from the sea. So that's sort of the timeline that we're working towards, and what we're trying to do now is to try and establish ways of ensuring that the residents are sort of cared for, are safe, and that all risk is minimised to them, working towards that date. So that means really having to adapt and potentially relocate residents before that time.
Gwynedd Council, they have to stand up to the bit and start building houses for the people of the village. If they want us out by 2054, then they've got to have the accommodation to put us in. But it's not only going to be our village, there's going to be 10 or 15 other villages around the coastline.
No problems. We just see what happens. Day by day, week by week, year by year. I mean, it is what it is. And if you buy a property on the coast or anywhere on the coast, be prepared to have it flooded at some point in that life. No, I'll be staying here. The fries will be on, and that'll be it. Until water actually comes in here, where we physically can't work, we'll carry on.
I think eventually they will put more sea defences in. Once we can show them that, you know, Fairbourne is popular, Fairbourne does matter, and there's a lot of people here that believe it, I think they'll have no choice but to put the defences in for us.
You can see the sea wall. Yeah, over that way. See?
With the hotel, with that up and running, there's 19 rooms. So that's a lot of people that can come stay in our village. It'll bring a lot more financial support to our village and the businesses here. So there won't be any reason to close us down. We will stay, we will.
Decommissioning a village, well, you don't decommission a village, that's where people live. You decommission a factory or a business or something like that. Never ever agreed with that terminology. It's harsh and it's inhuman. What you have here is a human catastrophe. albeit on a small scale really. It's just 450 houses. Nobody's going to die. It's just emotional, and people are going to lose what they've worked all their life for.